evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Sachin. I'm a consultant physician and diabetologist practicing in Care and Cure Multi-Speciality Clinic, Sakar Nagar, Bangalore. So today I'll be discussing on a healthy diet for healthy heart. So as you know, normally in an healthy individual, there is a fluctuation in the blood pressure, like it rises and falls throughout the day. But whenever the pressure is very high, higher than the normal, for a longer duration, it can cause a damage to vital organs like your heart, kidney, and eyes. So this persistent increase in blood pressure higher than the normal, we call it as a hypertension. And as you all know, hypertension doesn't show any symptoms and signs. So we call a hypertension as a silent killer. And high blood pressure causes an increased risk for a cardiovascular diseases like your heart attack, heart failure, arrhythmias, peripheral vascular disease, and even stroke. And as you know, heart disease is one of the major contributor for the global mortality. So cardiovascular diseases are most common lifestyle diseases, and some of the prominent factors for this risk factors are your sedentary lifestyle, excessive alcohol consumption, and smoking, and excessive salt intake, and consumption of junk foods and all. So nowadays, as you know, there are a number of safe and effective medications to treat hypertension. Besides this, even dietary changes and regular exercise also helps in maintaining or preventing your hypertension development. So coming to your most important, the diet. So as you all know, diet plays a vital role in maintaining the hypertension. And the most important factor, that is reduced intake of salt, which is a very, very important step, wherein we advise the patient to limit the salt intake to about 1.5 gram to 2 gram per day, not more than that. Whenever you cross more than 3 gram, the individuals are prone for developing a hypertension. Next, coming to most important is cutting down your hot beverages like coffee and tea, because even caffeine can cause a increased risk for development of hypertension. So it's always wise to keep the caffeine intake less than 2 cups per day. The next is eating a lot of fiber rich diet and to have a low carb diet. So basically, depending on this, we have designed two dietary plan to control hypertension. That is, one is a DASH diet, and a Mediterranean diet, which I'll be discussing further. Coming to the fiber-rich diet, it is always advisable the patient to take a lot of fruits, and we prefer whole fruit rather than the fruit juices, and a lot of vegetables, and even a lot of nuts, legumes, and they can also have meat in the form of poultry, fish, egg white in order to maintain this hypertension risk. Next, coming to the dietary regimes, that is your DASH diet and Mediterranean diet, in which the DASH diet, basically the dietary approach to stop hypertension, is a regimen wherein it involves the consumption of a lot of fruits, vegetables, that is fiber-rich diet, over your conventional diet, thereby reducing the risk of developing hypertension. And next thing is your Mediterranean diet, which is again a similar type of your DASH diet, but in this case, the individual is asked to consume more of fat. That is the monounsaturated fats, like your usage of your olive oil, something like that. So which constitutes about 40% of your dietary intake. So these are the dietary part. And next, coming to the exercise, again, which is again an integral part in maintaining your hypertension. Especially what we require as a patient to have at least 30 minutes of physical activity 5 days a week. That is around 150 minutes of physical activity, which may include like treadmilling, jogging, cycling, or even a brisk walk. So these two factors, that is your dietary approach as well as your exercise approach, both can have a significant impact on maintaining a hypertension. So it is always wise for individual to have a combination of a good dietary control, good exercise protocol, as well as a effective medication compliance. So thereby controlling the hypertension. So thank you everyone for giving me this opportunity to talk about hypertension and the role of diet and exercise in managing the hypertension. Thank you.